The Director General of the State Intelligence Services, SIS, says on Wednesday that the institute has not conducted any arrest and detention in the past 5 years. Yahya Sowe was speaking to journalists during a press conference at the Academy for Security Studies. Moses Emendi has more details of that in this report.
Following the departure of former President Jammeh in 2017, the Barrow government swiftly changed the NIA name to SIS due to the psychological connotation it draws to the minds of Gambians, especially victims of Jammeh's ruthless hit squad widely recognized as junglers during his dictatorial rule. The unit has been attributed with numerous rights violations and abuses meted out on citizens with impunity in the former regime. But since the advent of a new government, the country's intelligence service has experienced reforms that reshaped its direction. Addressing a press conference, Yahya Sowe, Director General of SIS, explained that the State Intelligence Service has now shifted focus to its core mandate of collection, analysis, and dissemination of intelligence on previous, current, and potential emerging situations. He also dwells on the evolution over the 5 years period.
SIS is much stronger, much organized, and better poised today than it was 5 years ago. So the institutional strengthening to have the right platform and posture to meet our national security mandate has been greatly improved over these past 5 years. And another area we also focus on is the improvement in the quality of our product. And when we say the quality of our product, these are the reports we do, the summaries we prepare, the assessments we conduct, and the advice we give. And I think 5 years on, we want to say in this regard, the credibility of our product has greatly improved. Our reports are much sought after and much valued by our consumers. The credibility, which is very critical, of our product have hugely improved.
Whilst evaluating the strides achieved in the past years, DG Sowe further indicates that the intelligence service is now more organized and focused on the mission ahead. The once most feared security service in the country is now enjoying a much better improved relations with the other service units and citizens. Following the revamp of the service in 2017, a slogan that states "No more excesses" followed, and 5 years on, there is no stain on the service name as it continues its endeavors of national development.
But when we came, must I say this, and I think some of the media can recall this, we have said no more excesses. Yes. That was more or less our hashtag. If you like a social media name, we said no more excesses. And this was not only for the public, it was for our own selves. Because we know the excesses has got us in the wrong scheme of things. So we assign ourselves to say no more excesses. And over these 5 years, humbly, I wish to report that we've not only cut on these excesses, but we've cut off the excesses. And I repeat.
With cybercrime on the increase, the SIS is setting grounds to tackle cyber attacks and its adverse effects. Authorities at the State Intelligence Service has also invested time, resources, and personnel to improve its capacity to generate more knowledge as the service requires critical focus and intellectual analysis.
2017 to now, I think we have dedicated, as the Director of Reforms has indicated, he's also Special Assistant in the Office of the DG, we have dedicated conscious efforts to improve the capacity of the SIS personnel, and across all status, from the lowest level to the DG's level. Education for all, capacity building for all, but also relevant capacity building.
According to Mr. Sowe, the conduct of the service in the past 5 years is a testimony of its transition from a state security agency to a security institution that registers interest in the rain pattern of the country, considering that lack of rain affects agriculture, which eventually affects lives and livelihoods. He also said his unit intends to bring security from the backwaters to the mainstream due to its importance to national development. Unlike in the past, the service now has a directorate of reforms and legal reforms to provide advice on its operational compliance. Moses Mendy, Eyeafrica News.